The world's eyes are turning north, drawn by the stark beauty and strategic promise of the Arctic. Once a remote and frozen frontier, this region is now at the center of a global transformation where the icy silence is being replaced by the hum of international ambition. To Greenland, a place once defined by endless ice, where ancient glaciers have stood for millennia, shaping the land and the lives of those who call it home. Today, these vast white expanses are changing faster than ever before, and with them, Greenland's place in the world is being rewritten. Greenland is now a critical piece on the global chessboard, a landmass that was once overlooked but is now impossible to ignore. Its location, resources and potential are drawing the attention of the world's most powerful nations. The melting ice is revealing new opportunities and dangers, setting the stage for a quiet but fierce rivalry between the United States and China. As the Arctic warms, previously inaccessible shipping lanes are opening, and vast reserves of minerals and rare earth elements are coming within reach. This isn't a war of soldiers, but of investment, diplomacy, and strategic positioning. The battleground is boardrooms and negotiation tables where every handshake and contract could tip the balance of power. China sees Greenland as a vital stepping stone to global leadership. The US sees China's interest as a direct threat to its own influence and security. Both nations are maneuvering carefully, aware that every move is being watched by the world. Control here means access to new shipping routes that could reshape global trade, essential minerals that power modern technology, and a military edge in a region once thought untouchable. The stakes are high, and the competition is only intensifying. Every decision, mining contracts, port expansions, diplomatic deals, will shape the world for decades. Greenland's leaders must weigh the promise of prosperity against the risk of losing control over their own future. Fewer than 60,000 Greenlanders now find themselves caught between two giants seeking prosperity and independence without becoming pawns. Their culture, traditions, and hopes for self-determination are at stake as global powers circle ever closer. The cold winds of the Arctic now carry whispers of a new kind of Cold War, one defined by geography, not ideology. Here, the contest is for resources, influence, and the right to shape the future of a rapidly changing world. The future of global powers being written in real time, right here. In the shifting ice and the quiet negotiations, the next chapter of world history is unfolding, one that will echo far beyond the Arctic Circle. Why all the fuss over Greenland? Its unique position and hidden resources. Greenland sits at the crossroads of North America and Europe, acting as a gateway to the Arctic Ocean. As Arctic ice melts, new, shorter sea lanes are opening, and Greenland could become the Singapore of the North. Whoever controls Greenland's ports can influence global trade on these new routes. For China, it's an irresistible opportunity. For the US, a major security concern. But it's not just about location. Greenland holds vast, untapped, rare earth minerals, essential for modern technology. China currently dominates this market, but Greenland offers the West a chance to break free. This combination of strategic location and natural wealth makes Greenland a unique prize. It's a shortcut for trade, a bank of resources, and a military outpost, all in one. That's why Greenland has become a central point of global competition. China's obsession with Greenland is rooted in history. For centuries, China thrived on controlling trade routes, but lost power when European navies dominated the seas. The Opium Wars exposed China's vulnerability. Without control of trade, it was at the mercy of others. This century of humiliation still shapes China's strategy. Never again be blockaded. Today, China builds its navy and seeks new routes that can't be blocked by the US or its allies. The Arctic's northern sea lanes near Greenland offer a way to bypass traditional choke points like the Strait of Malacca. For Beijing, a foothold in Greenland is about economic survival, not just advantage. It's a direct response to painful history, a grand strategy to ensure China is never cut off again. Greenland is a key piece in this global puzzle. For centuries, explorers dreamed of a northern passage, a shortcut through the Arctic that could connect the world's great economies. Now, as Arctic ice melts at an unprecedented rate, that dream is rapidly becoming reality. The once impenetrable polar ice cap is receding, revealing new waterways and transforming the Arctic landscape before our eyes. What was once a frozen barrier is now a potential superhighway for global trade, and the world is watching as the Arctic opens up. The Northern Sea Route, stretching along Russia's Arctic coast, could revolutionize international shipping. By providing a direct link between Asia and Europe, this route has the potential to cut travel time by nearly 2 weeks compared to the traditional Suez Canal passage. For shipping companies, this means not only a shorter journey, but also significant savings on fuel and operating costs. The Arctic is poised to become a vital artery for the movement of goods, redrawing the map of global commerce. Less time at sea translates to lower expenses and faster delivery times, which could reshape the way businesses operate worldwide. Imagine electronics, cars, and raw materials reaching their destinations in record time. This efficiency is a game-changer for global trade, promising to boost profits and transform supply chains. Ports in northern latitudes are preparing for a surge in activity, and the world's largest shipping companies are racing to adapt to this new reality. China, always quick to spot opportunity, has declared itself a near-Arctic state and is investing heavily in the region. The country has built a fleet of powerful icebreakers and established research stations in the polar north, signaling its intent to play a leading role in Arctic affairs. China's ambitions go beyond science. They're about securing influence and access to the world's newest trade routes. By building state-of-the-art ports and refueling stations in Greenland, China is positioning itself to control the most valuable stops along this emerging superhighway. These facilities will serve as critical hubs for ships crossing the Arctic, offering services, supplies, and safe harbor in a challenging environment. Whoever controls these ports will hold the keys to the Arctic's future. This strategy could dramatically boost China's trade, giving it a powerful foothold in the region and increasing its influence over both Europe and North America. As Chinese investments pour into Greenland, new partnerships are forming, and the balance of power in the Arctic is shifting. The world's economic center of gravity may be tilting northward. The United States, long the guardian of global sea lanes, now finds itself facing a new and uncertain arena. The Arctic's opening presents both opportunities and challenges, with no clear rules or established order. American icebreakers and naval vessels are increasing their presence, determined not to be left behind as the region's importance grows. China's Arctic ambitions make it clear that it will not allow the U.S. to dominate these new routes unchallenged. Tensions are rising as ships from both nations cross paths in the icy waters, each vying for influence and access. The Arctic is fast becoming a stage for great power competition, with high stakes for the future of global trade. The melting ice is opening not just new paths for ships, but a new arena for global competition. As more vessels traverse these waters, the race to establish dominance intensifies. The world is witnessing the birth of a new frontier, where economic interests and national ambitions collide. Yet, the rules of this new road remain unwritten. There are no established guidelines for navigation, safety, or environmental protection. The Arctic's future is uncertain, and the world's powers must decide how to share and safeguard this fragile region. At the heart of this unfolding drama is Greenland, a remote island now thrust into the spotlight. Its ports, resources, and strategic location make it a key player in the Arctic's transformation. As the world's attention turns north, Greenland stands at the crossroads of history, shaping the future of global trade. Beneath Greenland's ice lies a vast wealth of rare earth minerals, essential for everything from smartphones to missiles. These minerals aren't rare in nature, but are tough to mine and process economically. China controls over 80% of the world's processed supply, giving it huge leverage. In 2010, China halted rare earth exports to Japan, sending shockwaves through global tech industries. Greenland's undeveloped deposits, especially at Kvanefjeld, could break China's monopoly. For the West, developing these mines is a chance to secure an independent supply chain. For China, keeping its grip on Greenland's minerals is a top priority. The battle for Greenland's resources is a battle for control over the building blocks of the future. Whoever wins shapes the next industrial revolution. Greenland's value isn't just economic, it's military. Its location between North America and Russia makes it a strategic watchtower. The U.S. has long understood this, operating Thule Air Base as the northernmost hub for missile warning and space monitoring. Thule is the first line of defense against attacks over the North Pole. Any rival presence, especially China, is a nightmare for U.S. defense planners. China can't build a base, but has tried to gain influence through infrastructure, like its 2018 bid to build Greenlandic airports. The U.S. and Denmark blocked the deal, fearing dual use for military purposes. China's strategy is slow encroachment, using economic investment for strategic influence. For the U.S., keeping China out is non-negotiable. Greenland is America's unsinkable aircraft carrier. As the Arctic opens, the military chessboard grows more crowded and critical. The security of North America depends on who controls this frozen high ground. The struggle for Greenland is a four-way dance, an intricate contest between the United States, China, Denmark, and Greenland itself. Each player brings its own ambitions, strategies, and stakes to the table, making the island a focal point of global attention. Greenland, with its vast natural resources and strategic Arctic location, has become a stage for international rivalry, where every move is watched closely by the world. Denmark, the former colonial power, still controls Greenland's foreign policy and defense. Yet, it faces growing pressure to respect Greenland's aspirations for economic development and eventual independence. The relationship is complex. Denmark provides financial support and infrastructure, but must now navigate a new era where Greenland's voice grows stronger and more assertive. Greenland's government dreams of full independence, but the path is challenging. The island's economy is small and heavily reliant on Danish subsidies. To break free, Greenland looks to its mineral wealth, rare earths, uranium, and other resources buried beneath the ice. Mining offers hope for self-sufficiency, but also brings environmental and social concerns that the government must balance carefully. Chinese investment is tempting. Beijing brings deep pockets, few political strings, and the promise of rapid development. Chinese companies are eager to invest in Greenland's mines and infrastructure, offering a fast track to prosperity. For Greenlandic leaders, this could mean jobs, revenue, and a step closer to independence, but it also raises questions about long-term influence and control. The United States, meanwhile, leverages its close alliance with Denmark and its historic military presence on the island. Washington offers alternative aid, investment, and security guarantees to counter China's growing influence. The U.S. sees Greenland as a critical piece in the Arctic puzzle, vital for both defense and access to new shipping routes as the ice melts. Washington's message is clear. We are your security partner, and Chinese influence is a threat to both your future and ours. The U.S. warns of the risks of allowing China to gain a foothold so close to North America, emphasizing the importance of shared democratic values and mutual defense. China, undeterred, often bypasses Denmark and deals directly with Greenland's leaders. Beijing promises wealth, infrastructure, and a path to true independence. These offers are hard to ignore, especially for a small nation eager to chart its own course, but they come with their own set of risks and dependencies. Each player pulls in a different direction, creating a high-stakes tug-of-war. Any misstep, political, economic, or diplomatic, could shift the balance of power overnight with consequences that ripple far beyond Greenland's icy shores. For ordinary Greenlanders, the choices are deeply personal. They must weigh the promise of prosperity and jobs against the risk of becoming a pawn in a global game. The decisions made today will shape not only their own lives, but the destiny of generations to come. The outcome of this contest will shape not just the future of the Arctic, but the balance of global power in the 21st century. As the world's eyes turn north, Greenland stands at the crossroads of history. The stakes are high, and the dance is delicate. Every gesture, every agreement, every handshake could tip the scales in this geopolitical ballet. Greenland's future hangs in the balance, its fate to be decided not just by the world's great powers, but by the courage and choices of its own people. Greenland's importance boils down to three pillars: trade, minerals, and military. Each alone would make it significant. Together, they make it a global hotspot. The melting Arctic opens new shipping lanes. Greenland sits at the entrance. Control means secure trade. A rival presence means a potential choke point. Greenland's rare earths could break China's monopoly, securing the West's tech future. Militarily, Greenland is the ultimate northern watchtower, home to the U.S. Thule base. Any Chinese presence, even commercial, is seen as a potential Trojan horse. For the U.S., keeping Greenland in its sphere is a matter of homeland security. These three pillars make Greenland a place neither China nor America can afford to lose. The world's future may hinge on what happens here. In 2026, the Arctic's future is being forged in Greenland. Melting ice is redrawing the map of global power, turning a remote wilderness into a central arena. The choices made by leaders in Washington, Beijing, Copenhagen, and Nuuk will decide if this new frontier is one of cooperation or conflict. The irony: nations compete to profit from a crisis, climate change, that threatens them all. For Greenlanders, global attention brings both hope for independence and risk of exploitation. Their challenge leverage superpower interest without losing control of their future. The fate of Greenland will signal the future of global relations, cooperation, or a new Cold War. The ice is melting, the game is on, and the world is watching.